Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 12th of July, 2025, and in this video we're going to be talking about those three gold coins, the big three this year. That's right, the Superman gold coin, the Sacagawea golden dollar, and the American Liberty High Relief gold coin. Which one's going to be the best? Well, I'm going to try and figure that out in this video. Also, we're going to be talking about the uncirculated mint sets. Yeah, that's right, I got charged. Did you get charged? Can't wait till we see those. Those are going to have the last of the Kennedy half dollar and possibly the last of the Lincoln cent, or the Zinkin, really, because that's what it's called in my world. Now, before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to reach a bazillion subs. It's a tremendous number. In fact, it's ginormous. You can look it up. Now, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Now, over here to moneymetals.com, I can show you where the spot prices ended the week. So gold is now at 33.68.15. Silver, look at that. Bingo, 38.60. Platinum at 14.44.85. Remember when that was like 9.80? Man, palladium up to 12.70.95, and Dr. Copper over here at 5.56 per pound. You're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle whose premium is $6.69 for a quantity 1 through 39. They got you paying $45.29. Is silver going to hit an all-time high? What, in 2015 it was about 30 some odd dollars. Even in 2012 it was a lot more expensive. But I'll tell you what, I don't mean to rhyme right there. We're seeing new territory here for sure. Probably really soon for the price of silver, I would think. Now you're looking at the buyback price, and what's interesting about this, it's less. What? Yeah, less than the spot price, 38.60. 37.86. It's the world's upside down or something, right? Interesting. Now let's bounce over here to the United States Mint website. This is their bullion sales, and as you can see, they've added numbers for May and June, and golly wally, really running light at the United States Mint. Look at this. For the quarter ounce, nothing. Half ounce, nothing. And what's interesting is they got rid of some zeros, and 10th ounce, bupkis. It's really interesting to see how many they haven't sold this year. And look at this. This is American Silver Eagles. Over here on the far right. There we go. Yeah, only 315,000 for the month of June and 775,000 for the month of May. What happened? What happened here in June? Interesting numbers here at the United States Mint. And this is probably one of the leanest years for bullion that we're probably going to see in quite some time. Isn't that something? I'll tell you, this is new territory in many different ways this year. Plus, the Mint is right-sizing their mintages, their stated product limits, to match last year's sales. We are in new territory altogether, folks, and the Mint is probably at a crossroads, especially if we're looking at Dr. Copper at 5.56 a pound and silver at 38.60. I mean, if we break through at $6 threshold for copper and $40 for silver, the United States Mint's probably going to come out and say, yeah, we need to make another price hike for our products because we're not going to cover our costs. And here we are. I mean, obviously the fiscal year ends in September, starts in October. So we're winding down. It's probably the last quarter, right? Fourth quarter of the fiscal year here. So interesting times over the United States Mint. Now let's keep on keeping on over here. We have July 17th release. That's in 5 days from now. It's the uncirculated coin set. And you may or may not have actually been charged. I've been charged myself. I got some sets coming, and this holds the highly coveted, that's right, the 2025 Lincoln cent and the last design right here, the last of the left-facing, west-facing Kennedy half dollars. He's going to return in 2027, but he's going to be facing right. And then 2026, well, you know what happens in 2026. We've got all that wonderful coinage. Now, because we've been charged, okay, from the United States Mint for our 2025 product over here. Look at, there it is for 33.25. Product limit's going to be 190,000, no household order limit, so you can buy probably 99 of those at a time. You feel like one of the big boys at the bulk purchasers, but really, I don't imagine people are going to be buying 99 of those, but here it is. This is the subscription. I think is going to be probably gonzo, and there's only 190,000 here for 2026. And you may be wondering, well, what's the big deal with 2026? Well, it's going to have all the 2026 coinage with the new designs for the quarters, right? All 5 of those quarters. Those are going to be amazing. 1 year only designs, and there's going to have that new design for the Kennedy half dollar, and it's not even going to be a Kennedy. He's going to return in 2027 because Kennedy's left the building after July 17. Awesome stuff going on at the United States Mint. And I would imagine this subscription will probably be closed sooner than later before the 2026 set ships. seashells by the seashore, right? All right, let's keep on keeping on here. Yes. A lot of people are asking, what is the best gold coin out of the big three this year? Is it the Superman gold coin? It's a 24 karat. They're all 4 carats, aren't they? Or 24 carats? Yeah, 24 here for the Sacagawea golden dollar and 24 karat, I believe. Well, we don't have any interesting information about this particular one. Isn't that something? Is it going to be 4/9 fine? I believe so. Let's check out yeah, there it is. 4/9. Hello, blue. 4/9 fine gold. Yeah, that's 24 carats. So all three are 24 karat, no doubt about it. But which one is the one to have, right? That's probably what's on everybody's mind. And let's see the United States Mint schedule. Did I have the schedule up? No, I guess I didn't. Yeah, I guess here it is. So the Superman coin comes out July 24th. Okay, that's the metal. There's the silver metal for the 1 ounce, and there's the 24 karat. And then after that, look at this. In the same month, maybe a week later, yeah, you've got the Sacagawea golden dollar. And the thing about that is, we don't have mintages. We don't even have a stated product limit for this particular item, nor do we have one for the coin that comes out a little bit later in the year, right there in August 21st, the American Liberty 2025 High Relief Gold Coin. We don't have any information about that one either as far as the mintages. So my question is, how can somebody who wants to buy one of these coins for, themselves, is it going to be the Superman coin? Is it going to be the Sacagawea golden dollar? Or is it going to be the American Liberty High Relief Gold Coin? That is a question that I think only the Mint can answer right now, because we need to know mintages. Remember, it's all about low mintages and high grades. That's, I think, the moneymaker, in my opinion. And this is not a financial channel. I don't offer financial advice. I just talk about the coins I like and which ones I would buy and that I think are beautiful. And this, I think, out of all the three coins, I think this is going to be the stunner. And typically the United States Mint for the last, since 2021, 2023, has had a mintage limit of 12,500 for the American Liberty High Relief Gold Coin. That's typically what we see. Here's the Wikipedia page, American Liberty High Relief Gold Coin. And, when they started this, it was 50,000 here. 2017 was the 100,000 mintage limit. 2019, 50,000. And then 2021, they marked it down to 12,500. And you may be asking what the mintage limit's going to be for that silver metal. Well, it'll probably be around 75,000. And remember, they're still selling the bristlecone pine American Liberty silver metal right now. I think they sold 63 of those last week. All right, so that's definitely stuck around. But really, I mean, I think the United States Mint, they can help us strategize or use some strategery to figure out which particular gold coin we want to purchase or follow. But look at this. This is a gorgeous design. I think, if I had to pick which one has the most incredible design, is it going to be this one? I mean, we know this design. It's tried and true. It's beautiful, no doubt about it. I mean, it's the original Sacagawea gold coin from 2000. So that's a big deal. But I think it's missing some interesting details. The fact that it's gold, it could have a lettered edge talking about the fineness, and it doesn't. And it's a $1 gold coin, but it's going to be heavier than the regular Sacagawea golden dollar, no doubt about it. And then there's the, Superman coin. And I don't know which one. I mean, 10,000 is a whole lot less than the American Liberty High Relief Gold Coin, right, at 12,500. And that is the question, folks, is going to be, and who's more iconic, right, Superman or the American Liberty? Well, the American Liberty probably is going to be more familiar to numismatists, investors, and collectors of coins than the Superman coin will. And then, speaking of that, this one's also going to be familiar with collectors as well. So is it between the Sacagawea golden dollar and the American Liberty High Relief Gold Coin? Yeah, probably, I would think. But then again, you know what? We don't know the mintages. And until we do, you can't really make a decision. That's my best bet, is that we need more information on the mintages for these. And, we can probably go, yeah, there's going to be 12,500 the gold coin, but we don't know for sure. Let's keep on keeping on. I'm yammering way too much on that one. Now, yes, this is kind of interesting. Now, this is the laser beam privy mark, and I don't think it's about the laser beam privy mark, folks. I really don't think it's about that at all. I was looking at some of the images here, and I was going, these lines look pretty heavy, and they look pretty detailed, okay? And I was thinking, well, wait a minute. What are they doing to this coin? Well, it's not about the privy mark. It's a laser engraved die, which means it's going to have more details, sharper details. I mean, look at this. Here's the 2025 laser engraved 1 ounce silver proof coin featuring the that Privy mark there with the laser beam impact. Yeah, there's that. Now this is the flagship product for the 1 ounce 2025 1 ounce Silver Eagle, $95, $10 less. But you just look, check it out. Here we go. All right, here is the laser beam Privy, and look at this. Look at this. See these letters here? Look at they're just shiny. Whoops, they're just shiny almost, right? And then and let's compare it to the American Silver Eagle from 2025. They don't have as much, like right here in the T maybe, but we can't really count on these pictures. Are they renderings, drawings? But if they are, that's okay, because check this out. So I'm on the West Point proof. Look at the lines here, right? Look at the lines in this dress here in the arms, and look at the lines here, right down here. All right. Well, the grooves seem deeper. Let's go. Bam! Look at that. Way more detail here. Way more detail. And even here at the bottom of the dress, I just got chicken skin thinking about how much more detailed this one is compared to the regular American Silver Eagle. Look at this. It looks like some of the lines disappear, while over here at the Privy Mark one, yeah, they're way more detailed. And what does that remind me of? Yeah, that reminds me of an enhanced reverse proof coin, yet it's not an enhanced reverse proof, but it is a special strike, the first of its kind, folks. And because it's a first of its kind, I think the laser beam Privy is, well, I don't think that's part of the big story here. I think it's a technology that's going to be showcased going forward, because our friend Paul Gilks over at Coin World did an article on June 11, 2025, and he says here on this article titled Privy Mark to Honor United States Army on Silver Eagles. That's right. This is published, yeah, I already said that, June 11, 2025. Let's go down to the important part here, and I've highlighted it in blue. On August 20, the Mint plans to release another limited edition. Remember that, folks, limited edition. There aren't many. Proof 2025 West Point American Eagle Silver Dollar with a laser beam Privy mark. U.S. Mint spokesperson Sharon McPike provided some details about the August 20 product, saying it's a one-of-a-kind chance to acquire an American Eagle Silver Dollar struck from master tooling created using the latest technology. Laser engraving. Yeah, that's right. That's kind of amazing. The offered coins result from the United States Mint's first time using this new process for the American Eagle Silver Dollar program. Now, this is the big one here, right? This is the flagship, the first of its kind. It says all subsequent programs moving forward, 2026 and beyond, not Buzz Lightyear, to infinity and beyond, right, will incorporate this technology. Product limit for this coin will be 100,000 coins, featuring this new technology, the first of its kind. Yeah, a laser Privy mark is incorporated to distinguish these coins from the rest of the 2025 American Eagle Silver Dollar products. There you go. That's what's up. I don't think they could have put it any clearer or louder. I mean, it's like they went to the top of a mountaintop and went, I got to tell you something. Yeah, that's how important that is. Now, with that said, I think we're done here. We're going to go to the plus ones, because I've already talked about the enhanced reverse. And now this one's really cool. I like this one a whole lot. This is one of my favorites. This is Proverb 1, 20 and 21. Number 20 says, wisdom sings out in the street. It gives forth its voice in the squares. 21 says, it cries out at the head of noisy throngs, at the entrances of the gate. In the city, it speaks its word. You ever heard of the Golden Gate? No, not the Golden Gate Bridge, but the Golden Gate. That's something you should probably know about. I think this is what it means. Wisdom of the Lord's teaching is not limited to the place of worship and study hall. It appeals to people in the midst of everyday life. Yeah, somebody cut you off in traffic. Did you blow the horn at them? Did you give them the California bird? Maybe they're in a hurry. Maybe something's going wrong. We should give them the benefit of the doubt, right? So that gives you wisdom. And I got to ask, what's more important, wisdom or intelligence? Well, in my book, I think it's important to have more wisdom than intelligence. And I think every morning we should wake up, wash our hands, and pray for wisdom. That's right. It's maybe symbolic, but I got to tell you something here. Why? I went to the Google machine and I said here, is it better to be wise or smart? Yeah. And they had an answer. While both intelligence and wisdom are valuable, wisdom is generally considered more useful because it encompasses the application of knowledge and experience, here we go, for sound judgment and ethical decision-making, leading to positive outcomes. Intelligence, on the other hand, is the ability to learn and solve problems, which can be beneficial, but is not always paired with the ability to make wise choices. Yeah, did you ever meet somebody who was so smart that they were stupid? I know, it sounds crazy, but it is true. I've met the stupidest smart person I've ever met in my life before. They just blew me away, and then they always make poor decisions. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, myself am also do that sometimes. Now, here's a more detailed breakdown, and I'm going to leave a link in the description for this, but here's what I also said about washing your hands and praying for wisdom every morning. A good daily routine for spiritual and personal growth can involve washing your hands and praying for wisdom every morning. The symbolism of washing hands, purity and cleanliness, washing your hands, is a way to physically and symbolically cleanse yourself before you begin your day. That's right. Remember to forgive yourself, too, from yesterday's transgressions, because you can't learn and grow if you're still ashamed of yesterday. Preventing the spread of germs from a health perspective, hand washing is one of the most effective ways to prevent the spread of infections and illnesses. Now, here we go. The importance for praying for wisdom. Guidance and decision-making. Praying for wisdom helps us seek divine guidance to make sound decisions and navigate life's challenges effectively. Personal and spiritual growth. Wisdom is essential for personal growth and for developing a deeper understanding of God's will for your life. Positive impact. Well, here we go. Seeking wisdom can help us have a positive impact on the lives of others, promoting stronger relationships and building more harmonious communities. In short, combining these practices in your morning routine can help you begin your day with both a sense of physical and spiritual preparedness, promoting both your personal well-being and your connection to a higher power. Now, that's amazing. If that doesn't give you chicken skin, I don't know what you're listening to. Now, this is 39's Fine, 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. Whoa, whoa. This is In a Big Country by Big Country. Yeah, that's an awesome song. And it's got lyrics on the screen. I don't know what's with kids today, but they like lyrics for some reason. Who knew? Now, let's go back to the homepage. Now, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please sub the channel. It is absolutely free. But I got to ask a question. Is it about the amount of subs, or is it about the amount of views on each video? I would say a little bit of both, but mostly the views on the video. Now, you know what's not free? Membership. It's $1.99 a month. It's the price of a cheap cup of coffee once a month. And, that works out to about 6.6 cents per video. It's really not a whole lot of. Now, y'all have a wonderful start to your weekend. Stacker out.